Yo, what's wrong guys? It's Kaden or Teleportingzone here back with another video. And today we are here with our NBA draft preview. Very late. I still got it out. Okay, cool. So I came to this league, I ended up replacing someone literally before week one. So I made a couple changes to the team. I'm not gonna say what his original team was. Obviously having to make changes put a little bit of a limitation on me, but it's not too big of a deal. So we have Kyurem Black. Kyurem Black's a really solid Pokemon. Obviously it has that monstrous like 180 attack stat. Like it says, reasonable defenses actually. Both of his defense stats I'm pretty sure are in the hundreds, and his HP is close to there as well. His reliable recovery in like Roost. It has an excellent move pool, well maybe a little bit better on the special side. It's still pretty good, and special attack is still usable. You'll see those defenses really coming into hand play because I don't like using this thing as a wall breaker. I don't like this thing in general. And I try to use it in every way that isn't a wall breaker. Um, doesn't always work out the best, but I don't want to, you know, throw banded sets out there and hope for the best. Even though I probably should be doing that. And these picks aren't really in order, it's just in the tier list order. Just because I replaced someone, didn't really have an order of which way I drafted stuff. So next up, yeah, did it the wrong way. We have Florges. Florges is the fairy type, so obviously trying to put together that fairy dragon steel core. Um, is an excellent Spadef wall, like a 150 Spadef stat, something like that. And there's great utility with defog, being able to pass wishes around, aromatherapy if I ever get scald burnt. I mean, not if, when I get scald burnt. Um, Not really much else to it. It's a pretty basic move pool actually, right? Like Moonblast, Wish, Protect, Aromatherapy, or Moonblast, Wish, uh, CM. I guess it has. I guess Defog allows it to be a little bit better now, because it sort of didn't have very many moves before. If it was coming, you knew exactly what it was going to run, pretty much. So Defog allows, a little bit more versatility at least. Next up, we have Chandelure. Chandelure is pretty much my Spadef wall breaker. 145 special attack, an amazing typing, and Ghost Fire. Not much can take both of those, though there is stuff that can take both of those. It has a good move pool, obviously having Energy Ball to be able to hit water types. It can sub, CM, it has Psychic. I'm pretty sure it has Dark Pulse. It can be Scarf, it can be Specs, so it's a pretty versatile mon. I prefer Alola Marowak because it wall breaks better, but this thing still works, and obviously we have a good physical wall breaker already in Kyurem Black, so maybe it being special is a good idea. Next up, we have Porygon 2. So Porygon 2 gives us another. I wouldn't know if I call this a wall, but it's a Pokemon with really good defenses. Obviously, with an Eviolite, this thing takes a shitload of hits. Its offense can be surprising if it gets the download boost in the right way. If it's running download, Volt Beam coverage is surprisingly good. In previous leagues where I've had it, it typically ends up going with as much kills as it gets deaths, because it just picks up kills clicking Thunderbolt and Ice Beam. Not much else to it. Obviously it's knockoff week. We could be setting Trick Room on this team. I don't think we will. We have two Trick Room setters, but we don't really have abusers. So that's a little sad, but anyways. Next up we have Swellow. You can see Swellow does one thing, it clicks Boom Burst. It has a great speed, okay attack, or special attack, I guess. It can obviously be physical with Flame Orb, but it comes in, clicks Boom Burst and Heat Wave. That's about it. I don't really know what else to say for this thing. Next up, we have Electivire. Electivire was something that was already on the team, and um, it's actually a really good electric type in my opinion. It doesn't fit that standard, fast electric that you want. I think it has 95 speed. But its coverage is good with things like Cross Chop and Flamethrower, I'm pretty sure also gets. It can be physical and special. And it's in tier 5, which is pretty big of a deal. Obviously, it should be in tier 5, but with those things that I've previously mentioned, it's not bad at all. It's a pretty good tier 5, and it can definitely surprise some people. Next up, we have Mega-Beedrill. This thing's just a fast U-turner. I had to slip in its thing in between Electivire and Swellow because they did not give us enough room for 11 Pokemon. But yeah, this thing, U-turn is the biggest idea if I ever want to run wall breaking Kyurem. It can Fell Stinger sweep, it can Swords Dance sweep, it can lay Toxic Spikes if you really want, but to my idea is it comes in and it clicks U-turn. Next up we have Jirachi. Again, I want to get some U-turners just in case I want to use Kyurem Black as what it's supposed to be doing. Also, Chandelure and Swellow both benefit from these. And I got Jirachi, finishing off that Fairy Dragon Steel core. Also, you can see I'm missing the other core, Firewater Grass, but this thing has two really good things. It can click Iron Head and win a game, and it can be just a versatile mon in general. It has both a good special move pool and the physical move pool. Also, being a Pixie is a huge part of that. It has overall good bulk. It can lay Stealth Rocks. I think it's my only Stealth Rock setter right as of now. But yeah, Iron Head flinching and being defensive is something I'm definitely gonna bring. I think it was a more defensive mon back in Gen 4, I think. Like lots of Wish Protect, it can CM and stuff like that. Also has Meteor Mash, that I'll use it, but that's a thing. So let's go on to the next Pokemon. We have Keldeo. Keldeo is one of my favorite Pokemon to draft, especially if they put it in Tier 2. It has very few switch-ins. It's a great special attack. Hydro Pumps, like Specs Hydro Pump, hits extremely hard. It lacks a little bit on the move pool side. Is Secret Sword, Hydro Pump, Scald, and then it could be ones like Icy Wind or even HP Electric. And you know it's bad when you're running HP Electric to try and hit water types, but it doesn't really have too much else. I guess it also has HP Grass if you want to hit Swamperts and stuff like that. But Empowers don't mean too much. It can Calm Mind up. I don't remember if I made this thing a Z user or not. I don't think I did. I think it was, yeah, it definitely wasn't this thing. If I did make it a Z user, I could be using Z Hyper Beam, but did not do that. Next up, we have Xatu for the sole reason I didn't want Florges to be my only true hazard remover. Obviously, Mega-Beedrill and Swellow get defogged, but I'm not using either of those. We actually don't have a Rapid Spinner on this entire team, which sort of sucks, but Magic Bounce makes setting hazards for them a little bit riskier. This thing has a decent move pool. Heat Wave, hit things like Feral Thorn potentially. I guess could be something that I'd want to hit. Psychic is, the other move that's gonna be running. It's gonna be running like Defog, U-turn, Heat Wave, Psychic a lot of the time, something like that. This is a standard set, doesn't do much else. Gets rid of hazards. That's really the only reason I have it here. Don't really have much else to say about this thing. It's okay. It gives me a second Psychic type. I had enough P2, Shadow Ball, I guess I have two normal types, which sort of makes up for the Shadow Ball spam that could go on, but Gengar looks like it destroys the shit out of this team. Holy fuck. And finally, I guess this is my Gengar answer, Krookodile. Krookodile is good because it has two amazing abilities. For some reason, everything seems to have these two abilities, Intimidate and Moxie. It's like they're a package deal. You have Intimidate, you have Moxie, you're all set. Right? You see Gyarados out there, Krookodile, Salamence has it. I don't know why. But yeah, that's the thing. Pokemon, please. It's good offensively and defensively. Obviously, Intimidate on the defensive side or Moxie on the offensive side. It can start Stealth Rocks, which is a big deal considering my only other setter is Jirachi. And I don't think I want to be running Stealth Rock Jirachi every other week. To at least try and get hazards up. Knockoff is the most one of the most spammable moves in the game. And this thing, I don't know. If I'm being completely honest about this team, I'm not super sure about it. It feels incomplete in a lot of ways. Its offense feels very much the same. Like if you look at, you know, we have like 10 things that we could scarf on this team. Like our entire team could just be scarfed. Like Keldeo, Krookodile, Jirachi, Chandelure, Kyurem Black. Like they're very similar mons. I'm not a big fan of it if I'm being completely honest. Probably should have thought more before I made these drops to my team. Because I had Groudon previously on my team. I know, big facepalm, right? But apparently the Genesect wanted Groudon. Didn't know that. Totally would have made that trade happen. I don't have enough pick, trades to re-get Genesect. Still sad, but you know, I'll live. Anyways, that's gonna do it for this draft preview in the NBA. Thanks to Spanik and Matt. Spanik for inviting me, Matt for being the commissioner and being overall a cool person. I think Matt also provided the layouts, so that's cool. I hate doing work. So yeah, I'll see you guys later. Pukumuku, and I'm out. Peace.